Hello everyone and welcome to the third video of Indie Resources ticket system. We'll call it 2.0. In our last video we added departments. The one thing we haven't done yet though is make it get into the database. I went ahead and added everything real quick to make this kind of quick, but basically all you're wanting to do is you're wanting to make sure to pick up this department and put it into the data whenever you're passing to the submit ticket so it knows what you're choosing. Easiest way to do that is just copy the priority one right here to there and paste it, and then just change that to department and that department and the description department. That's really the easiest way to do it. You can, of course, you guys are going to want to probably code this shorter. I'm just doing kind of a long way out so everybody sees it, but you're going to want to turn these into variables probably. It's really up to you. It doesn't really matter. Let me get rid of this console.log I got here. I was just testing some stuff. So basically, you're going to add it there and then submit it. The next thing you're going to do is go to the database, and of course inside your tickets table you're going to want to add department in there, and I just made that another field, made it small int because that's all it's really going to be collecting. You're going to have that many departments, and that way there's a place for it to store. And then the last thing you're going to want to do is go to submit ticket and make sure you get the post that it's sending, because we've added a new one. Just grab it, just copy and paste and change that department, and then whenever you go do the insert you need to add the department field and then the value department. Basically that's it. It should work, which let's test it just to be sure. Create a new ticket, complaint, we'll make it high, we'll make it sales. This is a sales complaint. Okay, let's try it. Submit. Looks like it entered. Let's test it. Browse. We've got, yep, everything worked. So we're good. So now we have that added extra. Just wanted to show you that to you guys so you guys could add your own fields and stuff and really so you could see how it was done. Next thing, whenever we go to view, you'll notice the department is not there because we never added it there. So let's just really quickly add it there. Let's go back into our code. Let's go into our functions and let's go into show tickets. And really we need to look at get tickets because that's the PHP that's going to be passing it. And okay, so in this view, what I've done, sorry, let's go back a little bit. So in show tickets, it basically just calls Ajax and just pulls all the tickets. I put this in here because you guys can come in here and put other filters in here. Let's say that you only want to show tickets by, well, let me give you an example. If we come here and we put like a drop down here, and it says what would you like to see it by? Only priorities, medium, high, or low. Do the same thing I did on the view tickets, which is, well, let's just do it real quick. It shouldn't take but a second. You could actually run this right here. You're just going to want to add your, you're going to want to add this in there. So like, let's do priority. Just make this simple for everybody. Show tickets. And let's Control X that. I put it on the wrong side. Anyway, so after that, you can come in and let's just select by priority. Oops, where am I at? Priority. Oh well. And then we could actually do a call. What you can actually do is create a function that automatically calls this. That way, if you're calling this stuff a lot, you don't have to keep copy and pasting this stuff. But like I said, I'm doing things a long way just to show you guys and doing it real quick, so you guys can kind of do things the way you want. So I'm going to get all the priorities. It's going to fill it up, and then we'll be able to choose by the priority. So just to show you what I mean, if we refresh, new view tickets, where'd it go? Our priority selection isn't up there. Let me double check it. That's wrong. Select by priority. Get rid of this select. Ah, that's why. We don't have an in select here. There we go. So now you could put a priority up here, and then you could actually select by priority. And how we do that. And you're also going to want to add probably an all there, but as another option. But like I said, I'm just doing this real quick just to show you how it's done. And then in data, you would actually select, You could really copy and paste from up here your priority. You could do priority, selected that value, and we could do, where am I at? Show tickets, under data. So that way you're going to have something called priority. Boom. Yeah, we need a comma there. Okay, so now that's going to send over priority to get tickets, and then to get tickets you're going to want to actually come over here to submit ticket and just grab the priority. Remember, all you're doing is you're just passing data back and forth. It becomes real simple once you get that concept of, and then you can actually do a where statement here. Select, make sure you don't, no where statement. Where priority equals priority. I think that'll work. Let's give it a shot. Well, you're gonna have to put a submit button here too. Otherwise, it's not gonna know, and it's sending over blank right now because it's automatic. There's no submit. So anyway, but I'm not gonna get deep into this thing because it really is simple. Just put a submit button here. You see what I'm doing. You see where I'm just passing over the data to here, and that's really all it's doing. So anything you want to put in there, if you want to separate by departments or whatever, that's basically how you do it. That's kind of out of the scope of this, what I wanted to do here. I just wanted to give you guys a simple way of grabbing this stuff. So I'm going to go back, but you kind of see what I'm doing there. Really don't want to get too deep into it. Let's see. There we go. Okay. So anyway, that's really what the show tickets do. Now, just for those of you that are probably maybe confused on what I've got going on here, all I did was do some joins. That way I joined the actual category and priority, so it sends back the actual text and not the number. So all I'm doing is when I select from tickets, I'm saying ST, so it's basically turning it into a DB or a database object, and it's t.id, so it's t in the field's name, level, blah blah blah. So if we want to add department, we would just do, after the last one, we could do t dot, and then it's going to be department, because that t is the field is all these right here. So we need to make sure we select it as part of what we're doing. And if you want to separate by departments, you do exactly what I did there. You would just add it in as a selection there, bring it in here, and then do a where statement saying where department equals whatever. But then I realized I had to put a submit button, all that stuff. I'm like, I'm not going that far into it. You guys can do it. Anyway, so now we need to go back to functions, and we need to look at our show tickets, and now that we're passing that back, we just need to add it to our table. I put in here about I'm using a table because it's the easiest way to show things. Tables are simple. Don't let anybody tell you that tables are bad, whatever. They're not that bad. They're actually pretty neat. I don't use them all the time. I mainly use, if I'm going to do big tables, I'll use Google Charts and use their tables. Their tables are really cool, and you can do a lot of stuff with them. I'm going to put department, and then we need to add our. Wait, we're going to want that on the inside, away from the view, on the other side of the view. Okay. And then we just want to add, just copy and paste this. Change that to department. And whatever you send, whatever you put up here, is this the as? So as category, as subject. I mean, I could change this department to, see, actually I need to do that. I need to do as. I could make that as computer, and as long as if I do that, as long as I call it here computer, it'll be fine, because it turns it into an object, basically a JSON object that's looking for that name. Okay, so that should be it on that side of it. Let's see. Let's refresh, view tickets, and there's our department. You see, all the other ones came with 0 because we made them before, but this one's right with 2. Okay, we're gonna in this video here, because you guys kind of see how I've done everything. The last thing I want to do is do the view, and I'm just going to do it live so where you guys can see it and see how I do it. The one thing I will note with the, if you're doing something in this and nothing's changing, or you're getting this weird error and you're kind of coming back, go to log out and log back in. That may fix it. There may be something in there I got to fix with the log out, because I had it happen to me early, but I don't know if it's an issue or not or whatever. But if you have that problem, try that. And if it works, then that's where your issue's at.